Court calls the case of Arbor Meadows versus Akio Hajimaki.
In Arbor Meadows Court, a simple dispute grows into an unusual debate: weeds or flowers? Resident Akio Fujimaki faces his community over an uncut lawn and a damaged car. But what starts as frustration soon turns into fairness and understanding from the judge.
Gabriel Lacey for Arbor Meadows.
Thomas Stringer, appearing on behalf of Akio Fujimaki, who was present.
All right. Okay, what's the issue in this case?
So there are two outstanding issues in this case. We're asking for the defendant to trim his weeds that are along his lot line, and also remove a damaged vehicle from his driveway.
The hearing begins with two issues: tall weeds along Akio's lot line and a car in his driveway that looked damaged. But as the defense speaks, things start to clear up. The car is legal, registered, and even driven to the lawyer's office. It's a perfect example of how small misunderstandings can turn into big legal moments in community life.
So those are the two issues?
Those are the two issues.
Well, we understood there to be more issues.
He's corrected everything else.
Okay, so there were more. He's corrected them. These are the only two that are left.
Yes.
All right. The trimming weeds, I suspect, can easily be resolved if there really are some trimming weeds that need to be done. The removed vehicle is not part of any pleadings. As far as I can, it is operable. He drove it yesterday to my office, has a license. He has two vehicles. So we can present evidence.
Okay. So from the landlord's perspective, what was wrong with the vehicle?
The vehicle at one point did not have registration tags. It does have registration.
What was the last thing you said? I'm sorry.
It does have registration.
So it's got registration tags, it's insured, it's drivable.
Yes.
So that seems to me to be an issue that is also now being corrected. Maybe.
So they wanted a conditional dismissal. I got. It's just wanted to demonstrate that his cars are registered and very much valid.
These are the two issues. I was going to let Brother Counsel look at them before I had them.
So these are the two issues: was the car and the weeds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me confirm. We talk about these.
Yes, that's it. Got a covered car in the picture.
Pardon?
Yeah, the covered car in the picture. We don't have a problem with that one.
But that wasn't, the covered one wasn't the one you were talking
it's
about.
Not.
Gotcha.
It's the damaged vehicle.
Vehicle. Okay.
It's the
it's not going to resist now. It's dead.
I guess this weed line is something that has been flowers.
Yes, deep.
Okay, what you're saying.
L-Y, L-I-L-Y, D.
Lily?
Lily.
So he's got to weed it then, Your Honor, because all we see are weeds, no lilies. And of course, this isn't the time of year for lilies, but
One man's weed is another man's flower. No, but
fortunately, in Arbor Meadows, you're not allowed to have.
No, I didn't plant. Sorry,
No, it's okay. You didn't plant it?
I didn't.
These have always been there.
Comes up every year.
Right.
oh, so there's Can I see them? It's some type of perennial that just comes back or no?
Yes.
Okay, the management, she's shaking her head no. And I don't.
I don't know.
Speak, Gabe.
Yes.
Next comes the weed debate. Are they weeds or lilies? Cherry blossom. Accio insists they're flowers that come back every year, while the management says they're just overgrown grass. Even the judge smiles, saying, one man's weed is another man's flower. A funny yet real reminder that perspective matters, even in court.
Are you talking the grass stuff?
Yes. This
Oh, those aren't lilies.
trend.
No, they're not, at least don't appear to be lilies at this
No,
point.
well, I mean, I'm no expert, but I bet you these aren't lilies. But right, this comes up every year because it's basically grass, weed. So, what's your client's position on this? Other than on the back of a tractor mowing it down? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Flower I did not plant, and I can take them off every fall.
Every fall? Okay.
Yes, it's a.
All right, so are you willing to take them down now?
It's just I'm taking care of. I understand that's not mine, because the land is not my property, and I can take care of it.
Well,
It is his lot line, Your Honor.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I mean, it's gotta be your lot line only if the covered vehicle is properly parked, your lot line has to extend over a certain number of feet. So I would be shocked if this were the neighbor's lot.
All right, so you're willing to take it down? All those weeds, your lilies, you'll cut all that.
That's right. The flowers comes up every year, and it dies every before winter. And
So let me ask this, and maybe the management knows, because they probably see it all the time, because with this picture, are there flowers that come up before the overgrowth comes up, or?
If there is, they don't show.
Gotcha.
I have a closer.
Right, but if what I'm hearing from him correctly is that somewhere in the midst of this, there are flowers.
Correct.
And that those kind of just grow there. And then in the fall, as it goes toward fall, this is what it begins to look like.
Is that correct? Flowers grow in that area, and in the fall, this is what it looks like. The weeds come up, flowers don't. Any longer, correct? Okay.
Okay. So that's what I'm hearing. What do you?
So it's like this all year long. The flowers, there may be a couple flowers that may pop out, but it's weeds that need to be cut. And if he wants to plant flowers. So if he wanted a flower bed there, Yeah.
he could have a flower bed. But I think
Then you have to weed.
yeah, these are weeds. So what I don't want to get into, and we may be getting into it without it being said out loud, is a problem that they had in Ann Arbor and part of Pittsfield where the natural flowers or native flowers that a lot of people would call weeds became flowers for people's lawn extensions. I think the community rules, at least the last time I looked at them, I mean, kind of prohibit that notion from occurring.
Well,
That's what I was going to say, Your Honor. Unfortunately, because he does live in the private community, the manufactured home community does have rules regarding even the type of flower bed you could have. If you were going to have a flower bed or a raised garden, you still have to get permission from the park. Approval.
Okay.
I guess I'll just say this, is as far as I know, this line of weeds, flowers has been there a long time. I don't think he's been brought, go ahead. You have something better to say than I do?
Do you have a picture?
Oh, that picture?
As the discussion continues, Akio explains he's been maintaining his yard for years. He's not careless. The uneven ground and leftover roots make mowing hard. The judge listens patiently, trying to balance community rules with fairness. It's a small-town dispute, but the respect in the courtroom speaks volumes.
No, another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get closer.
Yes. In this picture, it is black and white, so it's a little bit harder to distinguish which one is weed, which one is flower, which one is grass lawn. The last time, the big tree is removed here from here, and after tree removal is done by Arbor Meadows. And then Arbor Meadows told me they will put grass seed, but they didn't. This is the remaining ground is just bare ground.
Got it.
Because that is just natural ground. Weeds comes up. I tried to cut by lawnmower, but the ground is not flat, and the weeds tend to grow up faster than lawn. So I thought that weed means those weeds from those area because it's more visible than others.
But if they had put grass there, you'd have to cut the grass.
Of course.
Right? Okay. So, I mean, this is actually really simple. That's got to be taken down. It's got to be mowed over.
Yes, I believe I'm taking care of lawn cutting very well.
Okay.
Never
So that part has to be put in there. So that's got to be taken down.
Right. The last time, that is 5 years ago, Arbor Meadows complained about lawn cutting just $50 and filed to the court. But since then, I always cut the lawn,
Got it.
the appropriate timing, and I believe I never failed.
So, and Mr. Stringer, you had mentioned they wanted a conditional order dismissal regarding it, or what did they?
Well, that's what they're asking for, but I mean, he's agreeing to cut the grass down. The vehicle is legal. So what would we need a conditional dismissal for? Granted, based upon the allegations that were made in the complaint, we filed an answer and an amended answer and asked for a jury because he didn't want to waive his rights. but
Oh,
I recognize this is probably not a jury case at this point. So,
I am so glad. And you know what? There are attorneys with much less experience than you that would have been coming in one of your jury. No.
no,
Yeah, no,
he just didn't want to waive his rights. So
right, I understand.
I agreed to at least do it up.
So what would be the necessity or the need for a conditional order of dismissal?
make sure that the grass and weeds get cut down. And if it's counsel can't testify, but counsel is stating that this is the vehicle he drove to your office.
Well, that's what I've been told.
So you don't know.
I didn't go out there. He told me he drove that vehicle to my office. He could, if you wanted him to swear to it, I guess he could.
But that,
If it's an inoperable vehicle, it is not allowed to be on the property.
right, but you're gonna have to define inoperable.
Not drivable, as in
But that's drivable.
not according.
Well, I don't know if it's legal, but it looks drivable. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a difference between you have all the necessary equipment to drive it as opposed to like a headlight.
So he signed a document saying, please be informed my vehicle, the Nissan, is legally licensed and operable. I mean, he's willing to even testify to that or swear to it that this is, I mean, so it doesn't appear to be in violation, assuming those two factors are true.
When the vehicle issue comes up, Akio calmly explains the truth. The car runs fine, only the bumper is off. Automobile. He promises to repair it soon using affordable parts. The honesty earns the judge's trust, and suddenly, the tone shifts from accusation to cooperation.
Mr. Lacy, how would you, I mean, I guess we'd have to agree, first of all, upon a definition of operable.
I mean,
as opposed
legally operable, I guess, would be the definition we'd be looking for. Because if he were to take this vehicle out and drive it at night.
Right, but if he drove it during the day, there's not going to be an issue. Presumably.
I have a problem. Taking me back to my Defender days with.
I looked at this, I'm like, there's no bumper on it?
No, there's no front bumper.
Well, you just don't hit anything.
Well, he's prepared to say he drove it to my office yesterday.
You drove that vehicle to Mr. Stringer's office yesterday?
Yes. Yes. The problem is, how to say that? Bumper was broken. It's minor broken. It couldn't, so I removed the bumper because it's not too well attached. There is a problem of headlight glass. Headlight itself is still working. And what I need a car is just grocery shopping every other day or something at the daytime. So this is, by the way, frame is okay, steering is okay, wheel, tire, everything okay, and engine is okay, of course. It's just headlamp glass was broken. Headlamp itself still works, and bumper is intentionally removed because it's well attached. I'm going to fix those because it's still operable.
Okay, so how long will it take you to fix that car and get those weeds down?
Means time?
Yeah, how long?
How long?
I don't know. Because I don't want to bring to the dealer because they will use new part which costs so much. So I have to go to junkyard to get the same one. Can I find the same parts within 1 month? I can't promise, but it's drivable anyway.
Can you mow the lawn in the next week? Can you mow the lawn in the next week?
Yeah, I'm doing.
You can mow those weeds in the next week.
Yes.
The weeds can be mowed in the next week.
And
Your Honor, we're willing to enter a conditional dismissal where the resident cuts the grass, weeds, flowers, whatever is along that property line within the week and agrees to not keep any inoperable vehicles in his driveway. So we will concede that the vehicle, while it may look like it's not operable, according to his testimony, it is operable. But if it does become inoperable.
so what's Lacey got against hoopties? No. I'm sorry.
I mean, the case would go away and we would dismiss it and that would work.
Well, yeah, so here's what I think. What's this one? This is, okay, so what I might suggest is a conditional dismissal for a period of 7 months with those terms, not a whole year.
Okay.
But just to, really what would be almost the first cutting of something that he's going to maintain that and then call it a day.
Well, I guess the question is, if he goes and mows it right now, let's say he gets it done in the next week, so that issue is resolved.
The issue isn't how quickly it can be resolved. The issue is the fact that we had to come here with the issue.
Yeah, I mean, and that's why I was suggesting that period of time, because what I'm thinking of is get it taken down now, then through the spring, just make sure that he's maintaining it. I mean, I don't think every year he'd be coming in trying to deal with it, but if you get the first cut and then the cuts after that, easier. I think it's the problem's going to be is that if he doesn't cut it in the first place, then it becomes much more difficult as the season goes on. So that's why I was suggesting that. But I mean, I appreciate both points, but
I agree to the 7-month term. I think that's.
Do you agree?
I want to speak something.
Okay.
Finally, the judge offers a practical solution, a conditional dismissal until May 31st. No fines, no harsh judgment, just a fair agreement to mow the lawn and keep operable cars. Even the attorneys smile, ending the hearing with light laughter and mutual respect. Justice, it seems, can be gentle too.
I want to separate a vehicle repairing and lawn or ground thing because grass is growing and weed is sometimes growing. So I always maintain grass cutting always. My question is how I can prove next 7 months.
you don't have to prove it. You will just, the only thing that has to be shown to the landlord is that you get it cut down now. And then when it starts to grow back in the spring, that you maintain it. But you don't have to prove that. They would have to prove that you're not doing it.
Right. So I don't think that is a new condition. It's just the same as before, same as now.
And that's the problem, Your Honor, that we have to come here because he allows it to get out of hand for so long. And now he's like, well, I can cut it. And I don't know why I have to be here or get a conditional dismissal because I can cut it and it's gone. But the fact that we had to file the case to address the issue after we've sent him notice after notice is the reason why we need the conditional dismissal with the terms. If he had come to this realization before, we had to file the case.
Folks, I've listened to everything. There's not really particularly an issue for me to try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just order a conditional order of dismissal for a period that goes through May, if I counted my month right, May 31st. That he will not keep inoperable vehicles and will maintain the lawn area.
Thank you.
I'm just going to order it. If plaintiff believes that there's a violation, then it would be a 4A where there would have to be a hearing so that they can't just file a judgment and do that. Okay?
Understand?
So
So this will be dismissed as of May 31st.
Well, it'd be permanently dismissed as of May 31st. It actually is conditionally dismissed the moment I sign the order of conditional
So
dismissal.
it's conditionally dismissed now, but you have these terms and conditions. You have maintain operable vehicles on your property, and you have to cut the yard in that area where the weeds are. Yeah.
Okay? All right. So I'll look forward to the paperwork and I'll just mark this file as conditionally dismissed along those terms. You guys can work it out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So when are we supposed to be here for the jury, Your Honor?
Yeah. 2028.
Good seeing you again, Your Honor.
Good seeing you, Mr. Stringer. Always a pleasure, sir.
As the gavel falls, Akio walks out with relief. No penalty, just responsibility. In a world full of noise and conflict, this quiet courtroom moment reminds us that fairness still lives here. Sometimes, all it takes is communication, honesty, and a judge who truly listens.